Research from Rutgers University suggests that maintaining healthy, frequent interactions with neighbors can greatly improve mental health and create a sense of purpose. Even small gestures, like a wave or helping hand, can build strong community bonds. But not every neighborhood story is peaceful. Sometimes it turns into something far more dangerous. This story unfolds in Vineland, New Jersey, a city known for its agricultural roots and quiet suburban life. Despite its calm reputation and notable figures like MLB star Mike Trout, Vineland became the setting of a disturbing conflict involving a young man named Zachary Latham. At 21, Zachary had gained attention as a minor TikTok influencer. Living in his grandparents' home since he was 16, later emancipated, and serving in the New Jersey National Guard, he appeared to be building a life. But his online persona told a different story, one built on provocation. Zachary frequently filmed himself speeding through his neighborhood at dangerous speeds, revving his engine to annoy residents. His outlaw behavior gained him thousands of followers, but also repeated police attention for assault and criminal mischief. One of those affected was William Durham Sr., a 51-year-old corrections officer known as Timmy. A dedicated family man, he lived just a few houses away and felt responsible for keeping the neighborhood safe, especially for children and cyclists. What began as a simple confrontation about reckless driving quickly escalated into a long-standing feud between Zachary and the Durham family. The tension reached a boiling point in April 2020. What started as a simple request quickly spiraled out of control. When Catherine, Timmy's wife, calmly approached Zachary about his dangerous speeding, she expected a conversation, not humiliation. Instead, Zachary pulled out his phone. He began recording her, mocking her, calling her a Karen, turning a neighborly concern into online entertainment. Within hours, the video exploded across the internet, racking up millions of views. But the attention didn't just stay online. It brought something darker. Strangers flooded the comments with hate, encouraging harassment, vandalism, even violence against the Durham family. Rather than backing down, Zachary embraced the chaos. He continued targeting Catherine, escalating the situation, even threatening to expose their home address. Soon, things crossed a terrifying line. Followers began showing up in real life, revving their engines outside the Durham home, trying to provoke fear, trying to get a reaction. The Durhams felt trapped, and every time they tried to reason with Zachary, he turned it into content, recording, provoking, pushing boundaries further. At one point, he even brandished a knife during a confrontation. Still, despite repeated calls for help, authorities were limited in what they could do. COVID-19 restrictions had slowed the courts, leaving the family feeling abandoned by the system. Then came May 4th, 2020. That afternoon, everything changed. The Durham's youngest son claimed Zachary swerved his car toward him while he was riding his bike. For the family, that was the final straw. Believing no one else would protect them, they decided to confront him directly. They blocked his car with their truck. Voices were raised. Emotions exploded. Catherine stepped forward again, but this time it turned physical. Zachary struck her and ran. The Durhams chased after him. And what happened next would change all of their lives forever. The final confrontation unfolded inside Zachary's garage. What had been weeks of tension, online harassment, and real-world intimidation finally erupted into chaos. The fight was messy, fast, and violent, partially captured on video by Zachary's wife. Multiple members of the Durham family were involved, and within seconds, the situation spiraled completely out of control. In the middle of it all, Zachary dialed 911. His voice was panicked. He claimed he had been attacked, jumped by a group of men armed with weapons. He told dispatchers he was badly injured, covered in blood. But when the dust settled, the reality was far worse than anyone expected. Timmy Durham had suffered critical injuries. He was rushed to the hospital, but he didn't survive. Zachary, who sustained a concussion, was soon arrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter. Investigators pointed to his escalating behavior in the weeks leading up to the fight, arguing that his actions helped set the stage for this deadly encounter. Yet, despite the severity of the charges, Zachary was granted pretrial release. He relocated to Florida. Meanwhile, even the grieving Durham family faced legal consequences for their role in the confrontation. But Zachary's time out of custody didn't last. While awaiting trial, he was arrested again, this time in Florida, accused of threatening another driver with a BB gun and attempting to ram their vehicle. His release was revoked. He was sent back to jail. When the trial finally began in 2023, the courtroom became a battleground of two completely different stories. Prosecutors painted Zachary as a provocateur, someone chasing viral fame, deliberately escalating conflict, and drawing the Durhams into a situation he could later claim was self-defense. The defense told a different story. They argued Zachary was attacked on his own property, and under the Castle Doctrine, he had the legal right to defend himself without retreating. After weeks of testimony, the jury reached its verdict: not guilty. The judge acknowledged the decision but made one thing clear: this was still a tragedy. One man was dead, a family was shattered, and in the end, there were no real winners.